Hi, my name is Dan Schmitt, and this is Team Chicago Challenge. We're at the Alligator Enduro right outside of Daytona Beach, or this might be part of Daytona Beach. 52nd annual event. This has been going on since a long time. They've been running this Enduro. I've heard about it. This is the first time I'm going to get a chance to ride it. So we'll be getting some comments from the riders. We have some helmet cam, show you what this Enduro is all about. So let's go check it out. I want to thank the club for inviting me down here to ride the Alligator Enduro. Well, before the action can begin, the first thing in the morning is the riders meeting. Final changes to the course with 500 riders. The starting will take 1.5 hours. The riders assemble to receive this information. The trail boss encourages the riders to take their time, be careful, pay attention, and generally have a good time. Let you know where the resets are, the fuel stops, the riders listen, and then it's time to head back, get the bikes ready to begin the 52nd Alligator Enduro. And the first bikes are off. The challenge, the course in Florida. We're starting 5 bikes on every minute. The cutoff was 500 riders. The starting will go for 90 minutes. The riders anticipate what's ahead. There's been rain during the week. Are they going to run into terrible swamps? The starter lets them know it's their key time, their minute. They head out into the brush with friends and supporters looking on. The Bridgestone man checking to make sure who has Bridgestone tires, who's running for the contingency money, waiting for their key minute, their key time, and head out to do battle at the Alligator Enduro. And finally, my minute comes up, except it seems like I missed my minute by 30 seconds, getting the helmet cam ready. I head out to do battle with Mother Nature in Daytona Beach, Florida. No tight woods here, brush on both sides. Trail's not that easy to see, but it looks pretty good. My Yamaha is running great. I'm on my 89 Yamaha YZ 250W, 4 and 6 prepared, Yamaha dealers, Torco Racing Fuel and Oil, Moose Products, Nolan helmet, Schmitt goggles, Dunlop, Regina. Just to think, 10 days prior, or 12 days prior, I was ice racing this bike. Changed the tires, and now I'm here riding this Enduro, my all-around good guy motorcycle. But the guys that started on the 60 minute, I started on the 59 minute. They went by. I feel pretty good, going okay, but I tell you, I gotta up my speed. My speed is improving, no doubt about it. But the guys that ride Enduros all the time, they get through this tight stuff so fast. I'm always amazed. Now let's get some comments from some of the riders as they're waiting to sign up yesterday. So let's see what they have to say about this Enduro.
In Neely, Spartanburg, South Carolina. It's pretty awesome. We've been down here for about the last 12 years, and it's great shape. The run's good. It's like the run will be great tomorrow. It's like we'll all be dry.
My name is Rich Droscher from upstate New York. I'm here riding down here with about 8 of my friends, and a couple of them have been doing it for years, and they talked me into coming down and riding. So I'm going to give it a try.
My name's Angie Beisbud. I'm from Lawrence, South Carolina. And I've never ridden the Alligator Enduro before. I'm nervous, but I'm here because I'm chasing a championship.
Jerry Jordan. I'm from Lansing, Michigan. I just like to ride dirt bikes, and gives me a reason to drink a beer when I'm done.
My name is Gary Medlin. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. This is my first ever enduro I'm signing up for. I bought a dirt bike for the first one I've had in 28 years, but I've been riding for years, and after road racing for 4 years and getting in trouble for too fast in the street, they said I wouldn't get any speeding tickets out here, so I'm here for the ride.
Jack Potter from Wisconsin, and I just come down here to see a few of my friends and run the Gator and hit a couple other local enduros and head back home. But we were doing some ice racing here a couple weeks ago. Had a good time, didn't we?
We sure did. Another little swamp area here. I look around. So I go right, do I go left? It looks okay. Not as deep as it looks. Contemplating, wow, this guy found a little shortcut over to the left. Well, hey, let's go this way. Come busting through onto a decent trail. Get on the gas. So far, so good. You gotta read your lines, ride smart, avoid where you can, but you gotta stay within the trail markers. I had a chance to talk to a group of riders out of Tennessee. What a great bunch of enduro riders. So let's check it out and see what they have to say about the Alligator Enduro.
My name's Matt Huddleston, and I ride enduros because they're fun, and I don't know. Yes, this is our racing team. This is Tumblebug Racing, Cookeville, Tennessee, and we came down to Florida to enjoy Bike Week and just have fun. Look at the winner. Yeah, look at the winner.
My name's Sweet Gherkin.
You ever rode this before?
Yeah, 20 years ago.
This is the first time in 20 years?
Yeah, at this race.
What's your name and where you from?
Bud Street, Cookeville, Tennessee.
Okay, what's your name and why do you ride enduros?
I just ride them because I love bikes. I ride anything. I ride all the races around here. My name's Kenny Judd, Cookeville, Tennessee also. We just come back from the GNCC, so we had a good one down there too. We all did good, so.
My name is Brad Huddleston. I'm from Cookeville, Tennessee, and I'm looking forward to this event. We rode the GNCC down in Okeechobee yesterday, and that's the first time we've been down here to Florida and riding, so I'm looking forward to getting a little bit more sand in my butt and having a lot of fun today.
Joe Hill from Cookeville, Tennessee, and we're down here riding Alligator Enduro. It's my second time. I love enduros because I'm not fast off the start, but I'm an Ironman, so I love them. I like to be the fastest I can.
It's not smudged, is it?
Not really.
Okay, good. Good deal. Now, if this will start on a couple of kicks, I'll be happy. I'm happening. Well, I just get through the checkpoint, and these guys warned us, don't go into any deep ruts because they'll swallow up your motorcycle. We're in this tree section. Load the camera, got more video, and I'm ready to go, but I'm looking around which line to run down. In a section like this, you can see the arrows. You can see they have tried different lines between the trees, but these events could not be put on without the AMA clubs that put the events on. The Daytona Dirt Riders, I believe, is the club putting this event on. Great bunch of guys, as friendly as could be, as helpful as I needed. But none of these events, now this one pays national points towards a national title, national enduro titles, plus you got the local district points that are being paid, so local riders are running this event also for district points. And one thing about the clubs, when they put on an event, their members that do the working get points towards the district championship. So it's worth your while if you want to be an enduro rider, if you want to be competitive, to get involved with a club. That way there are events to go to, events to ride, and if you work an event, you get the same points as if you finished first place. Well, let's go back and get some more comments from these riders from around the country.
On Doubleday, I'm from Denver, Colorado, and I've been here, well, it's been 3 years since I was here before, and we come out here to ride enduros, just to check it out. It's a great place to ride.
My name is Jim Metrowitz. I'm from Binghamton, New York, and Alligator's a lot of fun. I've ridden it about 15 times, and it's just a good time. Get out of the snow.
Brian Niehaus from Litchfield, Illinois. Recently ride enduros, just come down here, have fun. It's a good time. A lot of good places to ride. It's good woods, competition, old friends.
I'm Ted Grabowski. I'm from Whitesboro, New York, and the only enduro I ride is this, because the rest of the year gives me a reason why I don't want to do anymore. I've been doing it since '74, and this is it.
Alan Gravett from Flowery Branch, Georgia, because I love them. A lot of fun. I get a rest break every now and then, too, at the resets.
Why do I ride enduros? Gene Taylor, Charleston, South Carolina, for the pain.
I love this enduro. I've been here a bunch. I'm David Tharp from Tallahassee, and I ride enduros because it's the most fun you can legally have with your clothes on.
My name is Richard Henry from Pickle, Ohio. This is my 22nd Alligator Enduro. Thank you.
My name is Matt Strickland. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. My brother and I took first and third in this race last year in our class, so we're going to do it again this year.
Bradley Hodge from Sumter, South Carolina, and I ride enduros because I'm crazy, I guess. I come here to get smoked by the big boys in the AA class. See what they got.
Lanny Henderson from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and we're riding this enduro because we're tired of riding in the dust.
My name is Curtis Corral. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I like a challenge.
Michael LaFollette from Charlotte, North Carolina. Ran the Alligator last year. It's a great run. It's a good family sport, and just enjoy being here.
Maynard Patterson. I'm from Winter Park, Florida. I'm here to beat Randy Hawkins.
Well, as I continue on, we got this open section. The winners in A 200 class, 125 to 200, was Ryan Kress. A 250 was Trey Wellborn. A four-stroke, Robert Neely. A master, John Farrell. A open, Mike McHale. A senior, Terry Hodges. Jeff Fredette was second, 21 points to 23 points. A super senior was Mike Reynolds. A vet was Alan Rant. B 125-200 was Duke Durham. B 250, David Denson. B four-stroke, Pete McGee. B master, Ron Miller. B open, Ron Byman. B senior, David Box. B super senior, Richard Edmonds. B vet, Mike Sheely. C 125-200, Justin King. C 250, Tony Newman. As I head into this wood section, it's a little swampy. C four-stroke, Paul Walker. Classic on a Penton was Kevin Hodges. Lee Allison on a Osa was second. C Master, Daniel McCoon. C Open, Kenny Judd. C Senior, my class, Jeffrey Ward picked up the win. I got sand in my carburetor. It was sticking on me. I ended up quitting after 38 miles. I finished 26th in C Senior. C Super Senior, Ken Control. C Vet, Phil Kelly. G Master, Skip Wien. Premier, Richard Halvnar on Husqvarna. Super 66 was Paul Richardson. Women, Deborah Broadwick, Amanda Maston was second. And in the AA class, the pro guys, the factory sponsored riders, the Go Fast guys, Mike Laffery picked up the win. He dropped 10 points. Randy Hawkins dropped 13 points. Fred Hose dropped 15 points, and Ty Davis was fourth. All in all, great event, big time, good fun. I thank the club and everybody down in Florida. This was huge fun, and I'm looking forward to running another Enduro soon. So get your bike ready and come on out and join me.
And now we're going to go watch some racing action the airport in DeLand, short track racing in Ocala, and on the banks at Daytona International Raceway with AHRMA, American Historic Racing Motorcycle Association.
Formula 750, jumping off the line, number 9. That's Gary Nixon, two-time AHRMA National Champ. Right with him looks like Charles Cole on the Moto Guzzi. That's Ford 79. But Gary Nixon's on that M3 Honda 4-cylinder, 1970. This is a replica of the bike that Dick Mann won the 200-miler at Daytona in 1970. But Gary Nixon, also a Daytona 200 winner, two-time national champ. Formula 750. We see some more of the riders. A good number of riders in this Formula 750 race. We got 3-cylinder BSAs. We got Moto Guzzi. We got Harley Davidsons. Got Norton, Rickmans. A good number of bikes racing in Formula 750 at the airport in DeLand with the AHRMA Vintage. So we wait for them to come back onto the main straightaway. A couple riders are right there with Gary. Jim Stuck on the Nortons trying to catch up. He's running good, but Gary Nixon has got the hot hand at DeLand. Gary Nixon, who could have been, if he didn't get robbed, America's first international world champion in the Formula 750 class back in the 70s. Gary Nixon, two-time national champ, 1967 and 1968. And he's looking good, looking as strong as ever. Jim Stuck on that Norton is trying to get around him. Charles Cole running third. Ken Nemoto on the Moto Guzzi's running fourth. His publishing director out of Tokyo came all the way to DeLand and Daytona to race his Italian-built Moto Guzzi. You see a battle behind, but for the lead and going on to pick up the win in Formula 750, Gary Nixon on that M3 Honda 750. Let's run to Ocala for short track action. Dinosaur 500 750s. Number 1, George Wills, Craig Brecken, Bino Rodi, Bruce Armsgetcher. Off the line, Craig Brecken on the 39 Triumph 500 twin overhead valve. Second place, George Wills on that Harley Davidson WR 750 side valve. They're on this slick little notch. Jackson Speedway in Ocala, Florida. George Wills makes the move. Up front, he's in that bit of O'Blarney. Manhattan, Illinois Harley Davidson wheels through time, hogwash. WR 750 Harley Davidson side valve. In this class, the side valve motors can run 750 to overhead valve. Engines are limited to 500. We see Craig Brecken trying to make a smart move on this slick notch, trying to chase down George Wills. Third place, Bino Rodi on that Norton. Fourth place, Bruce Armgesinger, and he's on a Royal Enfield. Both of Wills has got the hot hand, the slick sand. But in the end, picking up the win, George Wills on that bit of O'Barney Manhattan Harley Davidson. Next up, Super Senior. From the back row, got penalized on the start is Jack Warren, the rider out of Michigan on that 750 Triumph. Jack Warner's been around many tracks. He's a go fast. Is he making his way? He's in third now. Up front, it's like Marvin Brown, Al Gali, Mickey Alzora. But Jack Warner's a man possessed, starting from the third row. But he knows how to get around these slick notches. He was the king of Clarksville, Clarks Motor Speedway. And he's got great running, Triumph motorcycle. But this is the plus 60 class. Whoa, almost loses the lead. But as he gets on the gas, it's Jack Warner showing everybody the fast way around. Norm Gruber out of Waukegan. He's running about 6th place. It is Jack Warner up front, 2nd place. Marvin Brown, 3rd place. Mickey Alzona, 3 triumphs. 4th place on the BSA is William Burr. 5th place, Al Gali on the Yamaha. But the triumphs are getting the power down. It's the plus 60 class. All these riders are over 60 years old, and they're all going fast. I'll tell you, Jack Warner, he's an inspiration for all racers.
And now we're going to head over to Daytona International Raceway. And I had a chance to talk to my old friend, Joe Lachniet, and the person that owned this bike first, Wayne McDaniels, and they're going to tell us about the Yamaha DT1-C.
My name is Joe Lachniet, and I've been racing this bike for about 20 years. And the gentleman that's standing next to me is Dwayne McDaniels, who is the original rider and much more successful with this bike than I was. This bike qualified 3rd at Daytona here in 1969, and it's still running and still doing okay. Even competitive with some more of the updated motorcycles that we see on the track here. It's basically a standard production bike, which Yamaha used and updated the cylinders and heads and improved on the crankshaft bearings and things like that to make it a real racing motorcycle. But this is the predecessor to any of the super bikes that you really see today, especially from the Japanese. Even though it's two-cycle, it was the first concept of making racing motorcycles out of standard production motorcycles.
Well, this is a Yamaha DT1-C. It was based on a production model, but it's a factory racer. I got it from Yamaha distributor. At that time I raced for the Yamaha distributor for Canada, Fred Dealey Limited. He was brand new out of the box. And I qualified 3rd here at Daytona at 149 miles an hour back in 1969, I think. It was a very fast scooter. At that time, everything on the track here, 90% of the bikes in that class were this bike, 250 Yamaha. They were very fast, air-cooled. Now they're all water-cooled, but they're not a whole lot faster than they were then. But the tires are tremendously better now. The tires we had, you couldn't get away with nothing like they're doing now. But very fast motorcycles, very reliable in the time, inexpensive. That bike cost new probably $1,200. And now you'd have a hard time rebuilding the motor for $1,200, you know.
350 GP up front, it's Jay Richardson on that AJS, Eric Green 2nd, Tim Ming 3rd, but making his way through traffic, it's Joe Lachniet on that 66 Yamaha as he gets by Craig Brecken, who's on that 69 Aeromaki Harley Davidson 350. Craig Brecken won the championship on that Aeromaki, but Joe Lachniet on that TD1-C at this 2-stroke Yamaha has still got the stuff in the 350 class. GP, he heads down the back straightaway, letting that 2-stroke sing. In the final race of the AHRMA Vintage National is Formula Vintage, a rematch as we see Gary Nixon chasing down his protege, that's Gary Fisher, both on 750 Honda, single cam, in line. Gary Nixon gets a better drive out of the International Horseshoe into the kink. Gary gets a better drive. Gary Fisher runs off the track, but stays on the bike. Holds on. That's it. Gary Nixon is in second place. Super Dave Rosno is in the lead. Coming through now, battle for fourth. Dave Roper, Ken Nemoto, Tom Miller, Ken Nemoto from Tokyo, and yet 71, Moto Guzzi. He's on the charge as he heads towards the banking. All the way from Tokyo, Japan, to race at Daytona. This publisher of magazines in Japan. Motorcycle, skateboard, surfing. In the end, Dave Rosno picked up the win. Nixon was second. Ken Nemoto waves to the crowd. He had a great trip as he finished fifth in Formula Vintage.
A special thanks to the Daytona Dirt Riders and the Alligator Enduro Sprints, March 9, 2023 this year. For more information, go to floridatrailriders.org. For AHRMA, it's www.ahrma.org for more info. To contact me, and I love to hear from my audience, it's teamdan45@gmail.com. And remember, you can always search on YouTube with Dan Schmitt Motorcycle Racing for great motorcycle racing action. Dan Schmitt Politics to learn what makes America great. And I highly encourage you to visit the World of Motorcycle Museum, Winamac, Indiana, on Indiana 39, 4 miles south of North Judson. Give them a call first at 574-896-3172. It's a great collection of motorcycles and a great trip.